Don't condone a drinking unless you're 21 and over.
This is a special occasion, okay?
St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day. St. Patty's Day.
I don't do this on the regular, I promise.
I don't do this on the regular.
All right. Ready? Cheers.
Cheers to the first podcast.
Fuck yeah.
Hopefully many more, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I spit it on myself. Idiot. Ah. Woo! Yeah, they do. It's okay. It's a area. You look like you good.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
There you go. You took that like a champ.
All right.
You want those in that thing over there? Okay, cool. Hell yeah. Get all that, brother. You got to get in the frame, though. We got to see all that.
All right, let me wipe my tears. All right, bro. All right.
Here we go.
I don't condone the drinking.
He don't. He just does it for St. Patty's Day.
The fucking mugs, boy. We're really Irish in here.
Oh yeah. Yep, definitely tastes sweeter.
Holy shit, dude, that got my chest. Like, oh my god. Yeah. Like I'm about to throw up. No, I'm not really I'm not really about to throw up, but all right, bro. Let's get started.
Let's get started.
You didn't spill on your mic, did you?
Nope.
All right, so pretty much when Patrick was younger, he got kidnapped. Pretty much, like he got they.
Who's Patrick? Who exactly is Patrick?
Well,
I need to because I know nothing about it.
The name that he was born with was Malwin Suket, and like that was his like original name, like off the jump, like the person he was before his name got changed to Patrick, and I'll get further into that, but
yeah, you're definitely summarizing.
Yeah, he I can just pop up the notes, but I'm really trying to.
No, you're good. You got it.
My like throat's burning, like. Oh, so I'm gonna feel drunk off of that one, bro. I'm gonna feel gone off of that one. But yeah, his name was Malin Suket, and his family lived in Welsh. He was from Welsh, so like right next to Ireland. Like there's Ireland, and then there's Welsh, and Welsh is like a pretty big ass like place, or it's called Wales, but he's Welsh. He got kidnapped, and they used him as a slave, like to herd animals and like to like get animals like in control, like put them in where the animals like sheep and shit needed to be. And when he like arrived in Ireland, like to be the slave, he
I was totally listening. I was invested. 100%. Yeah.
He they like put him a part of a church, and they just made him work like day in day out. I'm gonna throw up for real. I'm really about to. I can feel it in my nose.
So he was their slave, right? His name was Maui.
Maui. I honestly, I might be even saying his name, Maywin Suket.
That's such a hard ass name.
But
That really is.
in Ireland, like when you join a church, they're known for using a different name. Like they're like back then, like 1700s, like they were known for like changing their name and using a different name.
Really? That was
Yeah.
like a common thing?
Yeah, like anyone who would join the church and work for the church as a slave, they would change their name. So he changed his name to Patricius, or Patricius. And how St. Patrick's Day came about in America is they I don't know who found out about him at all, but New York had parades that like celebrated it because he had escaped Ireland and he got into like Christianity, and the shamrock, like the three leaf shamrock, it was like um it was like described as like it was demonstrated as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And he used the shamrock like pretty much for those three things. And God, I'm like getting camera shy or something. Fuck.
I'm just saying you were great at summarizing.
Yeah.
You were like a great summarizer.
But pretty much they had a parade in New York, and the Americans started calling it St. Patrick's Day. So that's how St. Patrick's Day came about.
Really? Literally just because of that?
Yeah, because of that.
Like there was no like someone just said, "Hey, your name's Maven Shawaglik. I fuck with you." Like
I want to say that Saint or Patrick Maywin whatever Maywin Suket, when he was like I guess we can call it like a free slave. He built he helped build like over 800 churches. Like
so he was like real fucking Walton Payton of the year type motherfucker.
yeah, like he was known but the origin story, like he was a slave, got kidnapped, went back to Wales, went back to Ireland after he was free, like after he escaped, went back to Ireland, helped them build churches, and then got deep into Christianity.
Okay, so my question is like where did the absolute amazing beverage come into the concept?
Okay, so alcohol. Actually, I want to say this: St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day was a dry day. Like they didn't drink. They would close down their pubs in Ireland. That like no one would drink. It was a dry day, and it was about spreading like Christianity and God and all of that. Until like 1970, and then like once America like caught on, like, oh, this is who Patrick is, or Patrish, or whatever his name is, bro. Um, that's when they like flipped it and like turned it into like a day to celebrate him and like what he did and how many churches.
Americans did that?
Yeah, and the very first parade was in New York.
Of course Americans did that. They were like, "Yeah, fuck." Sorry. Not what I sorry. Forget Christianity. Let's drink to the money that did it for them. You know what I mean? I'll drink to that.
But of course, yes, of course, Americans did that. But yeah, that's like the origin story behind St. Patrick's Day.
That's crazy. That's like a really like wow. I mean, I'm glad that he was glorified in every single way because that's amazing that he could do that as a human being. You know, hearing that story, but man, Americans just like to just turn things around, don't they? They just like to turn things around. Heck yeah, that's what that went off of, huh? That's badass.
I thought that was dope.
So yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Now we got St. Patrick's Day.
I wonder where he's at and what he's doing.
He's dead. Patrick?
Oh, that was a long one.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Rest in peace, Patrick Maywin. Whatever his name is.
He's dead, bro.
Sorry, it was attacking me. Couldn't do that. All right, move on. What are we doing? What are we doing? What's the notes? What we got? What we got going on here?
What do you got?
So I got some things. I got some things to talk about. There's some things I want to ask now that it's just free flow. You know what I mean? On top of my head. No, I won't ask those. Those are gonna go forever. Let's go on the topics a little bit. That's gonna go forever if I ask that. It really is.
What are you asking? I can summarize it up.
Okay. So, what is your idea? Okay, what is your idea of life? Like, what is your idea of like? What's your purpose? You set up. You set up. What's your purpose?
I would.
I'm not gonna go too deep, but that's just the one. What's the one I want to touch on a little bit?
What is my purpose like in life?
What's your purpose? Do you know your purpose?
I would say my purpose is to just be remembered. Like mentally, I don't want to die. I want to always and forever be in the mind of others. Um, even if, digital wise, like if people gotta like look me up and watch,
You want to rub off. You want to rub off, right?
I
You want to rub off.
I want them to say something about me. Like I don't want to be forgotten. It's not really a fear. It's just I would much rather like have that. My purpose, I would say to just do good like by others. I don't really like I'm still trying to learn myself and like uh, who I am and like what I have to like offer to this world and like right now like this world like watching like actual war like especially with like Ukraine and Russia like watching shit like that I'm like damn like it really does get down to that like it really does get down to the nitty gritty on like who what place can help this place or like you know I it's a cruel like this world is so cruel and it can be so cruel and ugly and I would say my purpose is to just make good like of myself or like my surrounding like others my people.
Yep, I like that answer, but let's drink to that. Let's drink to that. Cheers to that. Seriously, cheers to that.
It's the best beverage. It really is.
I like that answer. That was actually a really good, very genuine answer right there for sure. I got a couple to pull up here. Else we can talk about too. All right, so pick a number 1 through. Look around. Look around 5.
5.
All right, we're gonna go right into it. All right, what is your top 3 comedy sketches? Whatever it may be.
I know you're not really rocking with him right now, but there's still time. There's still time. Andrew Scholl's Life. That is a really good stand up for me right now. It's really the way that he did it. Like he was talking about him and his wife. Like he had just married her, and they wanted to have a baby. And I don't know, like the way he wrapped the whole story together, like it was perfect. Like um, he was saying how like his dick like he has so much confidence in his dick and like his swimmers and like how he could get a girl pregnant like if he wanted to this he's like oh I didn't get you pregnant because I wasn't clenching my ass cheeks. I know if I clench my ass cheeks and
Oh, so he's being real.
yeah
Being real with his thoughts.
yeah
Gotcha.
he always is bro like always all the time. He doesn't care what people say about him like nothing but he pretty much like at the end of the day his sperm wasn't working like it was his swimmers weren't his swimmers weren't swimming pretty much and like his wife thought there was something wrong with her, and he he was willing to be like, okay, like whatever it is, we can get through it. This and that, and then come to find out, he was the problem. Like his sperm wasn't working, and they ended up doing IVF, where they take like his sperm and they like inject it inside of her, like immediately to her eggs, so like one can grab on, and um they weren't able to have kids like because of this. Like he could not get her pregnant like at all. Like when it came down to them, or when it came down for them to try to have a child, they couldn't have a child because his swimmers weren't fucking swimming. And um
So where's the funny part in this? No, like I love the realness of it for sure.
it's more so the it's more so the comedy behind it. It's more so like him, yeah, how he puts like the whole story together. That's where the like you would real shit have to watch. It's on Netflix. You would have to watch Life.
What number is that for you on that one?
That would probably be. I like
Top three.
Williams. I like Kevin
That's
Hart.
this is top three. We're talking
Yeah.
about top three here.
Okay, so Life, Andrew Scholes. That's I want to say that's two, and I barely got on Andrew Scholes like almost 2 years ago. Like I don't even really know of him, but I do like the Flagrant podcast, and I like watching all of that. But I don't really know of him.
I just started jumping into a little bit of that, as we've talked before. But I started jumping into a little bit of that, and it's he's funny, man. I mean, he's funny. You know, there's some things, emotion, characteristics, whatever that I don't agree with, but
Yeah.
we don't go into that. I won't count it against him. I really won't count anything against him about how
His crew around him is funny too.
he does what he does.
His crew is hilarious. His crew is hilarious.
But they're all boys. You know what I mean? They're all boys, and they're all hanging out. It's the boys.
I don't know if you've seen him, but the little, like the shorter one that sits like right next to him, like the
Asian looking.
I'd say like Indian, like Indian looking. He's a funny little motherfucker. He's funny as hell. He's funny as hell.
That's crazy. How tall are you? No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
5, 6 and 3/4 maybe. Something like.
No, I'm just playing with you.
Nah, but
That's
Life.
Two, right?
Life is number 2. I'd say Life is number 2. The Machine. I would say I would put that at number 3. Like just the whole skit on how he became the Machine. And
Man, dude, Bert Kreischer. Shout out Bert Kreischer, bro. Shout out Bert Kreischer, dude. That is my guy. Like I don't know him, but that's the dude, bro. He's cool.
I didn't even know his name, like literally until you told me. I've always known, oh, the Machine. But definitely that was a very funny skit. Like it was funny, and it was like he was being hilarious without even trying. Like he didn't even have to try to be hilarious.
That's him,
bro. I have to dive deeper into like that comedian. Like I have to.
There's so many skits about him that like I look up to. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, dude, this guy is just naturally. I like the people who are naturally hilarious. You know what I mean? They go on the day-to-day life, and they just sporadic thoughts. You know what I mean? Sporadic thoughts as they talk, and I mean that's a lot like how I am, and I don't know. I'm just inspired by it. Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's one of a kind. You know what I mean? Will Ferrell. You know what I mean? Will Ferrell's one of a kind too, dude. There's these guys. I mean, Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart's one of a kind too. I mean, they're their own characters. They're their own vibe. You know what I mean? And I fuck with it, bro. I fuck with it. I fuck with it. Definitely. But they said he's number 3. Okay, so what is number 1?
Number 1, I would have to say like anything Comedy Central, Key and Peele. Key and Peele, bro. They crack me up so fucking much. Like literally bro. It does not matter the video, like, and Shoper actually put me on Key and Peele. Like, Shoper came to live with. I was living in Harker Heights, Texas, and Shoper came to live with us, like me and my family, for a little bit, and he's big into like what's on the TV, like when it comes to comedians. Like, he likes to laugh. Like, he's a funny ass character. Like, he likes to laugh, so he likes shit that makes him laugh. And he put me on Key and Peele. First episode I've ever seen was the whole, and I said, bitch, and I said, bitch, and like literally bro, ever since then, like I've literally fell in love with Key and Peele. Like, all of, like, every single episode, the fucking hat video, the hat, the hat video. They were like testing hats. Like, they had on bigger hats, more hats. Pussy on the chain wags. But bro, I love Key and Peele, bro. I would put Key and Peele at number one. For I'm a young person, so it's kind of hard for me to like really go back and be like, oh, okay, like this person did this, or this was the like this type of like comedian. But I really do. I fuck with Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams a lot. I like, honestly, I would probably put one of his stand-ups in like my top five for sure. Like, I love Cat Williams. He's real as fuck. He's always trying to give a message, like, in a funny ass way, and I don't know. Comedy's comedy. I can't really get into what is his name? Shane Gillis.
Really?
I can't.
That's crazy.
I can't get into him.
That's crazy. Maybe that's just like the white side of me. I don't know. That's just the white side of me humor. But he's definitely.
Did I name all black? Okay, no.
But the fact that you thought about it, the fact that you thought about it.
Andrew Scholes, bro. Andrew Scholes, he saved me.
Blackest motherfucker alive.
Fuck, bro.
Man, okay, so we're talking about top threes here. I'm gonna say,
Yeah. What are your top threes?
man, dude, number three.
Some of them I might not even know, so you're probably gonna have to.
Man, number three.
Okay, hold on.
No, you're good. You gotta piss.
Which one's next?
Oh wait. It's top three.
Oh, yeah, your top three. What are your top three?
All right, number three. Number three would have to be, man, Cat Williams, dude. Cat Williams, man, his stand up is nice. I watch him. I float through him whenever I watch him. But there was one stand up I watched where he was just doing this bit on a song. The song was "Every Day I'm Hustling."
Every day I'm hustling.
That's what it was, dude. That's exactly what it was. Yeah. Okay. I don't even have to. I'll explain it. I don't even have to look at the video. Yeah, he was like, man, he was like, man, this is my motherfucking song, bro. This is my motherfucking song. And there's a lot of people that know what I'm saying when I say this. You know what I mean? Because they probably know this bit. That bit was so genuine and so creative, dude. Like, at that time, I've never heard anybody to use a song in their comedy sketch. You know how I am, right? I told you I like creative comedy, right?
Yeah.
You can do punchlines, you can do one-liners, you can do whatever. But to add a song and make it funny, that's fucking.
But he like just improvised the song that he was using.
What he did was he he really likes the song. He was like, every day I'm hustling. He's like, man, this is my motherfucking song. You know what I mean? Like, this is the song that I just fuck with. And then he was like, man, you could be a librarian. He's like, it don't matter what it is. He was like, if I was a librarian, he was like, this is what I'd be doing. And then he starts flipping pages, right? Yeah. It's like, every day I'm hustling. Every day he was like, flipping the page real hard.
Nigga's hustling.
He's hustling. He's like, it don't even matter if you're a hustler and it like or nothing. He was like, you cannot be hustling. He said, and you're still hustling when you're listening to this song, bro. Oh my god.
Which one do you put that at?
Number three. Number three. Not number one. I love it a lot. I love it a lot, but it's not number one. Sorry, Cat Williams. If you see this, I'm sorry.
One day, maybe. Hopefully, one day we can talk to him, bro.
I apologize. I apologize. You were a really funny human being, but not number one. Number two, man. I'm sorry, but like, I'm not even sorry. I really just like what's the word I not even understand like I'm related to this person, Matt Rife, bro. Matt Rife.
I follow him on TikTok. He's a really good comedian.
He is my energy for comedy. You know what I mean? He is my energy. Like if I was to ever do comedy, I like the like comedies that are not. I like ones that are skidded. You know what I mean? But I like the ones that are freeform. You know what I mean? Like you do crowd work, stuff like that.
He does crowd work, bro.
I love crowd work. It's so genuine. It's off the top of the dome. There's nothing pre-made. You know what I mean? So everything's coming like as it is. Nothing filtered. You know what I mean? It's just right off of the top. Right off of the top. I love crowd work, and yeah, he does it good, dude. He does it good, and he does it in a way that I would do it as well. He's fast. He's witty. That's what I like a lot about people who are comedic is when they're fast, they're witty. It's off of the dome. They can just boom. It's right.
He takes anything like, and I mean anything from the crowd, and somehow makes it funny. And he like, it's like he bounces around. Like he uses this person's story to intertwine with the other person's story, and they're both like sitting in the same. Bro, he's amazing.
That's professional crowd work right there. You know what I mean? He is really, really good. Matt Rife for sure. Number one, since we're talking about crowd work.
Okay, so Matt Rife number two. Okay,
My number one is Nate Jackson.
I don't even know who that is.
Who Nate Jackson is?
Who's Nate Jackson?
Go home and look him up, bro. You gotta go home and look him up. I would show you right now, but we need to continue the podcast. But bro, dude, he is so hilarious. He'll go on stage and I love the hell out of Bert Kreischer too. He's probably number 4 on the list. You know what I mean? He's pure. He's nice. You know what I mean? I'm not counting him out because I like him. There's a lot of comedians I like and just inspired by them. But these are the top 3 that are just right there. You know what I mean? Nate Jackson. I'm going back on Nate Jackson. Nate Jackson, dude. He just does it the way he's supposed to, bro. He really does. He does the same thing as he's a black guy. You know what I mean? Bigger, heavyset black guy.
Oh wait, does he wear his hat backwards? Like a lot, like all the time.
Maybe. Hold on, I'll just look it up real quick.
I gotta see what he because I might know who you're talking about.
I'll show you what he looks like. You won't watch the video, but I'll show you.
I might know who you're talking about.
Have you seen him?
Scroll down a little bit. No, I don't know who that is.
He wears hats.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
That dude, he is such a professional. Like he's so like whenever you jump on topics and you go back and forth with other people, like how Matt Rife does, you kind of just leave it behind, right?
Yeah.
He'll like even from the first person he talks to and he interacts with, he'll talk about whatever it is with him, and something will just stick. I don't know if it's how he's programmed or what. Something will stick. Yeah. And that's what I'm inspired by because like I do that. I just don't do it on his level. He'll stick. He'll jump to from that person right there. He'll jump to the next person. He'll jump to the next person, and the next person, the next person. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, somehow, like when he's on the 8th couple persons or people in the group of the crowd, he will correlate what they say to the first person he talked to and bring it right back. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
so say if someone and it happens sporadically. You know what I mean? It don't happen in that order. Yeah. But there was one that I watched where somebody said that he had a problem with drinking or it was drinking too much green tea or something like that, right? Like how do you bring something out of that? You know what I mean? And he brought it out of him, made a joke, jumped to these other people and made all these other laughs. And then someone says something about they have a drinking problem with alcohol or whatever, and he goes, "Oh, you have a drinking problem?" He was like, "I know somebody that got another drinking problem," and he brings it right back to him. Yeah. And dude, but he did it so much better than how I'm saying it.
So it's like he like bounces it like from one from like the first person to the first and second person, and then back to the first person, first, second, third. Dang. Brother's an artist.
And he it sticks, bro. Like it sticks. It's in my opinion, not in my opinion, in my thought process, it's hard to do that. You know what I mean? To remember what that, even if you don't care, you know what I mean? You're just doing it for fucking your job, right? Or something like that. You know what I mean? It's hard to just remember that and it stick. And he remembers, he remembers the littlest things. Said like how he starts every show. He says, "Hello, how you doing? My name's Nate Jackson." He was like, "Y'all know how I do this thing. I got a couple of drinks in me." He was like, "Look, I'm gonna tell you something right now." He was like, or he something along the lines of this, not exact word for word, but it's something along the lines. He was like, "If you don't want no smoke," he said, "don't look at me. Don't make eye contact with me." He said, "If you make eye contact with me for like 1.5 seconds or more," he was like, "it's free game."
Like he's going
He was like, "It's gonna happen." He's like, "So if you don't want no smoke, if you don't want no interaction, don't look at me. I won't look at you."
Yeah.
He was like, "And I'll move on." He was like, "But if you look at me longer than 1.5 seconds, and it's free game, it is what it is. I'm sorry. You did it to yourself." He's like, "You did it to yourself." And literally, I think that is like a good propaganda. Like, he brings people to that. People are like, "Oh, I want to interact." And I think from that introduction alone, he breaks the whole, hecklers in the crowd. You know what I mean? He breaks the hecklers in the crowd.
Or even like trying to find someone. He's like, "Oh no, like I know exactly."
Because they're engaged. You know what I mean? It's a great tactic, and I love what he does. I love what he does. He only does crowd work joints though, that I know. He only does crowd work joints. I don't know if he does anything more than that or skits, but I know for sure that's what he specializes in. Anyways, number one, Nate Jackson, for sure. That man is like creative as hell with just off the top, off the dome.
I'm gonna have to look into him. I've never like I dead ass never I've never seen him in my entire life, like ever.
If you watch one, you should really watch. It's the July 2024 one. He's talking about lesbians.
Is it called July 2024?
Yeah. He has them by months.
Oh,
So it's like Nate Jackson, February 2025 crowd work joint, and it'll say January, or it'll say the 2020. Every month, it'll say what it is.
Okay.
Man, that one, he was talking about lesbians, and I'm not against lesbians, but man, he made it very, very, very hilarious. Yeah, very, very funny. Okay, here we go. Moving on. What we got? We're gonna top these off to end it. We don't have to.
Huh?
We don't. We gotta top these off to end it, but
Let's
we
go.
don't have to. Oh, okay.
Top them off to end it.
No.
This concludes. You feel me? Big cheers. Big cheers to the first podcast. What would you be called on this podcast? Like Anakin, Ken.
Anakin or Ken is cool.
Ken.
Ken's cool. Anakin, the full name, but Ken's cool.
The very first, if you stayed this long, I hope you enjoyed the very first episode of the Chill Guys podcast. You feel me? Many more to come.
This is many.
All right.
many more to the beginning of something. I think this is gonna be great. Thank y'all for tuning in. If y'all have tuned in this far, I appreciate you for the views, the likes, subscribes. Hopefully, y'all are doing every single one of those. If not, fuck it. It is what it is. Appreciate y'all.
We're just trying some new shit.
Yeah.
Comfortable with it.
Appreciate it.
Cheers. Happy St. Patty's Day. Titties.
Titties.
Finish them off.
Bow.
Like, subscribe, comment, give us more ideas. And we're out.